Okay, so filming this reel, no edits, and just gonna post. This is just like what Bear is. So I think a lot of people are like, what has she been building? What is this whole thing? She's been excited. It's been basically a year since I quit Leap and flipping houses with Andrew to kind of take this on and figure out what the heck this is gonna look like. And yeah, just building it by myself. So Bear at its base is movement focused and built on the basics. So movement built on the basics. I think that's how I like really say it. And the idea and how I kind of came to this is I personally like to practice all kinds of modalities. I like to try different things all the time to constantly like challenge my body in different ways, move in different ways. Like I've never been somebody that's stuck straight to strength training, straight to Pilates, straight to yoga, straight to running or anything like that. I've played different sports as a kid. I didn't even play one sport all the way through. I danced. I've always done everything. And I do feel like that well-roundedness and understanding of movement and the body as a whole is what allows me to feel so good and healthy and like have that vitality in life and to really be able to do anything I want at any point, you know, like whether that ends up being like rock climbing one day or wakeboarding or a big hike or like I've got the lung capacity, I'm free to, you know, like I'm not great with lung capacity actually. I'm just gonna nix that back out of there. I suck at holding my breath. But like high altitude, I do that really well. And I think that really is because like I've practiced so many different ways. My body isn't overly used in any one modality, any one exercise, any one, I don't know, form of training. And I think that's why like I'm really not injury prone either. I'm flexible, I'm strong, I'm mobile. I work on my breath work, so like I feel my diaphragm works really really well, and like that helps with stress and like the internal health of my body as well and my mental state. So yeah, I wanted Bear to encompass all of that, and this is obviously going to be a very long reel because I'm explaining all of this, but for those that are truly interested, like I want you to be able to hear this from me and know like how excited and passionate I am about this. So basically what I've done with Bear is I have finally configured what like a weekly signature practice looks like, and there's 6 different modalities that are practiced from Monday through Saturday. So each month is like a curriculum in itself. Each month has 5 movement family focuses. So I kind of have like my alphabet of movement families that are in my programming guide, everything else. But so like for month 1, there will be 5 movement patterns that I believe are like the foundations of movement. And then we're going to take those movement patterns, and there are supplemental movements, of course, as well, like from that library. But those 5 main focuses, like that's going to be our foundational month 1, September of 2026. And we're going to take those movements, and from Monday through Saturday, through 6 different modalities, you're going to feel that movement in your body in a different way. So on Monday, it's about stability, control, alignment. On Tuesday, it's about range. Like how do you move through end ranges and like take weights out of it, take load out of it, deepen those ranges. On Wednesday, we go for like power and athleticism. Like, can you coordinate? Can you absorb energy? Can you produce energy through that movement pattern? On Thursday, we take it into a flow, and now you're connecting it with breath, and there's more transition. So you're going from one movement pattern to the next. And then on Friday, we do conditioning. So it's like muscular, like fatigue and burnout that we're going for. So you're taking those muscles that you've been working all week in all these different ways, and you're putting them to the test come Friday. And then come Saturday, we do a yin style class to really release all the fascia in the body that we've possibly likely built up all week, which I feel like is the biggest missing thing that everybody's doing day to day in any other fitness regimen. But yeah, so I want to create like healthy movers. I don't want to create a bodybuilder. I don't want to create a marathon runner. I don't want to create a yogi. I just want people that really understand these movement patterns, understand their body and how to move well, no matter what they're doing. And then this carries into your day-to-day life. I want you to be able to hike. I want you to be able to carry your kids and pick them up. And I want you to be able to get things off the top shelf. And I want you to be able to jump when you need to. And I want you to be able to jump off something when you need to. And if you're falling off a cliff, can you pull yourself back up, right? So like the push-pull strengths, core stability, gait, balance, like the things that matter functionally day to day, because all of us really are just trying to live a good life, a healthy life, and feel good no matter what we're asked to do, and not feel embarrassed or shy to do something just because we think we physically can't do it. I can't imagine a life where that's like what happens. And I want to live till my dying day being able to do all these things for myself as much as humanly possible, all crazy, like, you know, side things that could happen aside. So that's what I'm doing with Bear. I'm stripping everything back to the foundations. I'm building upon it. And month after month, it will also build. Your knowledge base will build. And the goal is like, maybe you don't even need me long term. Like I want to create this within people and then let them take that for the rest of their lives. I don't need you to be a subscriber for life. If you want to be, fantastic. And if that's what holds you accountable and gets you to do the movements every day, awesome, join me. But yeah, that's what Bear is going to be. That's what Bear is. And so I've been building the website, doing tech stuff on the backside. It's still going to be a work in progress because most of my heart and soul is being poured into the actual curriculum itself. And who knows, maybe one day Bear, you know, becomes a training program in and of itself, and I can train other teachers or gyms to incorporate the Bear methodology into their programming, into their facilities. Like, I don't know, there's just so much potential with this, and it feels like a new way of approaching movement that I haven't seen or been able to find in any one program. And anybody that's maybe intimidated to do strength training or conditioning or yoga or Pilates, like now you have it all wrapped in one, coming from one individual coach that understands it all, connects it all. And so from Monday through Saturday, it feels like a real practice and that your body's really achieving something. And then we repeat it for 4 weeks or 5. There's a couple months coming up that have 5 weeks, including September. But I re-record the videos every week. So I'm doing the exercises again and again and again with you guys. I'm doing my own practice. You're feeling that, you're seeing that. I will be in different locations filming, talking about different things in life throughout the videos. They're unedited. I'm going to show up however I look, wherever I'm at with what I've got. And then also on the equipment side, there's kind of like 3 tiers. This will all be explained on the website. But the idea is that everything can be modified to be a traveler. So there's kind of like a Bear kit of equipment. So if you are a traveler or you don't have a home base, or you just don't want to buy a bunch of equipment and have it all around your house, there's like the Bear necessities. I don't like that because of the Jungle Book, but there are the Bear kit and very limited things that you could travel with and carry on and bring with you, even if you want to take me on the road. And then, yeah, you kind of have your home base, which I call the movement garden. That's what the virtual space is called, and you'll see. So creating your own movement garden, maybe that incorporates, you know, some heavier dumbbells, like up to 30 pounds. You still don't have to go crazy. And then tier 3 is the idea is like, that's the next level. If you want to take it there, if you want to progress, if you want to add bigger kettlebells, bigger dumbbells to your workout, and that's really important to you and something else you're working on and want to focus, like absolutely every single class, every single movement pattern I'm teaching, you can always take it there. It's just not necessary. So I'll always be able to tell you a modification, a progression, and what you could do if you're traveling and how you adjust tempo, isometric holds, like whatever, to get that same quality of fatigue workout, you know, depending on the modality. But that's Bear. And it's launching on Friday, so the website will be open. You can officially go subscribe. I'll start explaining all the different subscription level tiers. There are 4 of them, including a free trial for 7 days. So all of this will be open for the public to see on Friday. And then Monday begins the first month of Foundations, and that's with Bear Stability on Monday. So I'm very, very, very excited. This is now a 10-minute video, but it's gonna be great. The last thing I'll say is for the 4 strength days, so there's 9 formats throughout the week. So there's 6 Monday through Saturday. And I know like saying this out loud might sound a little confusing, but when you see it all online and in the video library, it all makes sense. But so there's 9 formats in the signature practice. 6 of those are your actual like fundamental movement modalities. So you have stability, range, power, flow, burn, yin. But then there's kind of these bookend practices. And on strength days, there's a bear release. It's a lymphatic movement, like a waking of the body. I don't consider it a warm up because it's not activating any specific thing, or truly, like, the goal isn't to warm up, it's to wake the body and get like the lymphatic system working and just kind of get things moving. And so that could be done anytime on its own. It's a 10-minute practice, you'll see. And it doesn't change. So the goal is for you to memorize that and for it to become super fluid and just something you can do with or without pressing play on my video. So bear releases first, then you do your strength class, whatever movement class it is that day. And then there's a bear ground, and the ground is like your cool down. And again, it's a universal practice. So it doesn't change. You'll get to know it. So that way you don't have to press play on that video if you don't want. You'll know what waking your body feels like. You'll do the movement class, and then you'll know what cooling the body down looks like and feels like. And it's very supportive, like full body of any type of movement pattern we might be focusing on month to month. And then on our yoga days, which is our Thursday and Saturday for flow and yin, there's a breath work, and it's 5 minutes. That breath work, again, could be done completely separately. You could watch it yourself. It's a universal practice. It will never change. It's just going to teach you how to start focusing on your breath and how to breathe properly. And then that applies to every single thing you do every day of your life. So though every single day, Monday through Saturday, is a 50-minute time commitment to your movement practice. So if it's a movement strength day, you'll have a 10-minute release, your 30-minute movement class, a 10-minute ground. And then if it's your yoga day, you'll have a 45-minute yoga flow or practice. And then you will have a 5-minute breath work practice. So 50 minutes a day, Monday through Saturday. And then of course you can always switch up which modality goes which day, just depending on like maybe your mood. Maybe it's a really energetic day and you're like, I want to do power, I want to jump around, I want to do the plyo, I want to use my body athletically and feel coordinated. Or maybe it's a day you're like, I am not wanting to even move ideally, so I'm going to do yin today and switch it with one of the other days. So you're meant to make it your own practice. It's just to teach you that there are different ways to approach any given movement. So a squat, from a power standpoint or a stability standpoint or a flow standpoint, it's just to teach you and make you feel better in your body for the rest of your life. So join me. If this sounds exciting, go to live-bear.com. As of right now, you can just sign up to subscribe so that you will get the notification the second the website's live, and you can go and pick a subscription tier that you want to join and pay and sign up and get into the community. There's a group as well you'll have access to depending on what tier you're in, so that you can start talking, sharing, commenting, all the things as well. And then we start our practice on Monday. So I hope you're excited. And last note, this is all just virtual and pre-recorded. So there's no set time, there's no live class, unless depending on your tier, there's one live class a month with me, and that's pre-scheduled. So you'll see all 4 of those live classes for the rest of this year, what dates they'll be and which modality I'll be teaching when I do it. And that's for the top 2 tiers can join that. But other than that, they're pre-recorded. So every single week by Sunday night, you will have all 9 videos uploaded. You'll have access to them. You can choose which day of the week you're doing what, but every single Sunday, you'll have the new videos for that week. So even though it's the same movement, you will get a new me in a new place with new words and a new recording. And then that library will build up over time too. So if there's one that you just like for whatever reason, you can do that. So, okay, a 15-minute video. This is crazy, but that's Bear. This is my baby, and it's just beginning. I'm so excited. You have no idea. I can't believe I'm doing this, and I'm terrified, and I'm excited, and I'm nervous, and I'm happy, and I'm everything. And if you're somebody out there trying to build something for yourself too, like, go do it. There's nothing more fulfilling. But I'll catch you all in Bear, hopefully joining and working out and tagging me on Monday and telling me what you think and how much you love it. All right. Have a great day, guys.